Amid growing friction between Seoul and Pyongyang, South Korea's military launched a massive live-fire training exercise this week near the volatile Eastern Sea boundary with North Korea. The nighttime drill, which unfolded in Gangwon Province's coastal Goseong area, involved heavy artillery and advanced surveillance systems, signaling Seoul's resolve to bolster frontline readiness. South Korean troops fired over 600 rounds from multiple artillery platforms during the operation, held over 2 consecutive days starting Thursday, April 18. This show of force came as North Korea intensifies its military maneuvers along the heavily fortified demilitarized zone, stoking concerns of renewed hostilities. The objective was clear: sharpen the Army's rapid response capabilities against potential surprise strikes from the north. Conducted under the supervision of the Army's 3rd Corps, all fire missions were aimed seaward, staying within the South's territory and south of the contentious Northern Limit Line, NLL, the unofficial maritime division long disputed by Pyongyang. Among the key systems fielded was the K9A1 Thunder, a 155mm self-propelled howitzer renowned for its range and targeting precision, capable of striking targets up to 40 kilometers away. Supporting firepower included the K-55A1, a modernized version of the U.S.-origin M109, and the K-105A1, a mobile 105mm artillery system prized for its flexibility in rough terrain. The K-239 Chunmoo, South Korea's powerful multiple rocket launcher system, also featured prominently. It can unleash coordinated volleys of various rockets, including high-saturation 130mm types, allowing for broad area suppression and rapid target neutralization. To enhance accuracy and coordination, the drill integrated radar for counter-battery detection and unmanned aerial reconnaissance to evaluate impact zones in real time. This blend of traditional artillery and high-tech surveillance demonstrated South Korea's emphasis on combining kinetic force with digital precision. This marked the second time South Korea conducted such a drill near the NLL since suspending the Comprehensive Military Agreement, CMA, in mid-2024. The pact, signed in 2018 to reduce tensions, had barred artillery exercises within an 80-kilometer maritime buffer zone. Citing North Korean provocations, ranging from sending trash-filled balloons to electronic warfare attempts, Seoul pulled out of the agreement. Pyongyang had already disavowed it months earlier, resuming aggressive rhetoric and drills. Following the collapse of the CMA, South Korea conducted a similar drill in June 2024, launching nearly 300 rounds from its Chunmoo and K9 units, along with spike-guided missiles. The most recent exercise more than doubled that firepower, sending a clear message of military escalation and deterrence. Precautionary measures were enacted well in advance. Residents in nearby regions received safety notifications 5 days prior, and maritime warnings were issued 2 days before the shelling began. Emergency crews were deployed to coastal locations, and naval patrols worked in tandem with the Army to safeguard civilian vessels operating in adjacent waters. Tensions surged earlier in April when about 10 North Korean troops briefly crossed the military demarcation line in Goseong, only to retreat after South Korean forces fired warning shots. The incursion added urgency to military preparedness, prompting regional leaders to push for stronger countermeasures. Gangwon Province Governor Kim Jin-tae, speaking during a site visit, called for tougher responses to Pyongyang's provocations. Acting President Han Duck-soo echoed the sentiment, instructing defense leaders to maintain peak alertness. His call came amid lingering uncertainty in the wake of President Yoon Suk-yeol's recent ouster, raising fears that North Korea may attempt to capitalize on South Korea's political instability. This latest exercise reinforces Seoul's broader defense doctrine: sustain a robust deterrence posture while ensuring that military maneuvers don't spiral into full-scale conflict. In a region where even minor miscalculations can have disproportionate consequences, South Korea is walking a tightrope, preparing for war, while trying to avoid one.